Now at 6, housing experts turn their attention to a shifting Joplin market, one that could hold interest for buyers. Plus, an impeachment hearing against the mayor of Carl Junction enters its second night. And it's a new role and new responsibilities for Pittsburgh's fire chief.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Joplin housing market is going through a slight shift when it comes to inventory of homes and the people wishing to buy their next residence. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. KOAM's Ty Parks takes us for a closer look at the market and shows us how it's changing.
I know our average price is like about $235,000 average price on the market.
A house on average sells after 41 days on the market. That's according to Realtor.com as of July 2025. That's 1 day decrease from 42 days on the market, Realtor.com reported in June.
I think our market is pretty good. Some people say we don't have enough houses on the market. That's kind of been an ongoing thing, probably since 2008.
Realtor.com says the Joplin market is becoming a buyer's market.
What that would mean is then the prices are going down and buyers can get a better buy. That's usually what they're talking about. You know, if it's a seller's market, the seller's kind of controlling the price and you can get what you want. As it switches or goes over to a buyer's market, then the prices are going down and the buyers can get a better buy. I'm not sure I go for that here, but it might be a little bit.
Home prices in Joplin can range from above $500,000 to as low as $39,000, but the buyers tend to go for the median price.
$126,000, which is a good, a popular price point. Probably 100 to 200, maybe 250 might be the most popular prices right now. Although I've seen homes in this price range sell pretty quickly too. So
the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development says that existing home sales fell nationwide.
The one thing about the Joplin market, it doesn't really reflect the other places, I don't think. I think our market is good. It's been good. We may not have as many homes on the market as we want, but it's always a pretty good market.
In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
According to real estate professionals we spoke to, it's best to buy a home when you feel you're ready, not when you feel the market is ready. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at weather.
Well, we got some pretty good rainfall amounts across the region late last night into the morning hours, which is great. Kind of cool today, upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Patchy morning fog for us tomorrow, so watch out for that. Friday overall, nice. High temps right around 80. We're going to have a nice warm holiday weekend. Could get a few random thunderstorms in here late Sunday and then also into Monday. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that as we go into the weekend. But look at some of these rainfall amounts. Look at this sharp cutoff. I mean, from Nevada over to Greenfield, Stockton, nothing. And then you jump to about an inch, Pittsburgh, Joplin, and then to 2 inches, 3 inches. And then we had a band of 6 to 10 once you get through northeastern Oklahoma. We needed some rain. All this is shifting out of here. We still have the clouds. We have the fog for us tonight. We'll look at that holiday weekend here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, tonight is night 2 of an impeachment hearing that could change the look of Carl Junction's city government. Carl Junction's mayor, Mike Moss, is expected to take the stand tonight in his own impeachment hearing. He's been at the center of controversy following accusations of workplace harassment. On Tuesday, night 1 of the hearing, multiple current and former city employees testified. They detailed instances of alleged workplace harassment from Moss, as well as the physical, mental, and professional impacts from the behavior. The legal team arguing for the articles of impeachment say Moss's conduct is against the city's code and erodes public trust in government. Moss's lawyer says the case is not about workplace harassment, but voter nullification, because people want the mayor out of office. KOAM's Samantha Walker is at the impeachment hearing tonight, and we'll have the details on KOAM News at 10. Missouri District 163 Representative Kathy Jo Loy visited Carthage High School today to speak with students about representative government. The Republican talked about the chambers of state government, how bills are signed into law, and how democratic republics function. The students were given time after Loy spoke to ask her questions about policy and government. Well, Pittsburgh Fire Chief Taylor Cherney will be transitioning to battalion chief after leading the department for 3 years. His new role will be more hands-on as he'll work more closely with emergency response operations. And though Cherney says he's proud of his work as chief, he said he's found the administrative side less fulfilling.
Overall, it was the best choice for my family, for my career, and I believe for the department. I love running calls. I love going to fires, to medical calls, and being on the truck and being that guy who is able to make a direct difference in somebody's life.
During his time as chief, the department purchased a new engine and is on the verge of acquiring another. Self-contained breathing apparatuses were improved as well. Cherney will remain chief until the department names a replacement. The Joplin Regional Alliance for Health is asking the community to help shape the future of healthcare in the region. The group launched a survey to gather feedback from both healthcare workers and local residents. The JRAH wants to hear new ideas, from making services more accessible to improving efficiency to identifying gaps that need attention. The results will help guide future initiatives, including new technologies, programs, and even economic opportunities that could bring jobs to the region. Well, the Riverton Rams has set their sights on a football title. Sports Director Ryan Blank has a preview of the high school's 2025 campaign. That's coming up. But up first, helping kids through play.
Casa in Joplin gets a brand new playhouse, and leaders say it's a blessing in disguise. I'm Lonnie Walton in Joplin. I'll have that story coming up.
Well, we got showers. We had thunderstorms out there last night into the morning hours, so a very wet start. Some of us got quite a bit of rain, about 8/10 of an inch in Joplin since midnight, but the whole system gave us about 1¼ inches, which is great for the month. 2.6, right about where we should be for this time of the year. We're almost an inch behind, but close. We're in that margin of where we need to be. All right, all the rain that we had earlier, look at it pushing through the heaviest northeastern Oklahoma into northwest Arkansas. Out of here, we look pretty good from this point on. There's still a couple little sprinkles kind of rotating through, but besides that, looks pretty good. Now, the fog, it's going to be thick once we get into the morning hours. We got all this moisture on the ground. We got light winds. Our temperature is going to drop back near the dew point. You get dew. You also get fog out there with that moisture on the ground. So visibility's, especially in the gray here along north of I-44, a lot of areas are going to be under 1/4 mile. So be careful if you're going to be on the roads later on tonight and then into the morning hours. All right, let's go through your Friday. We start near 60. We burn some fog off. Partly sunny skies. Pretty good Friday, actually. Mid-70s by noon. I think most of us 79, 80 during the afternoon, which is great to kick off the holiday weekend. Let's go into Saturday morning. Still partly cloudy skies. Near 60 again. Smidge warmer on Saturday. I think 82, maybe 83 degrees as we get into Saturday afternoon. All right, Friday day planner 58 to start, 74 by noon. High temp of 80 degrees. And finally, football has returned. We got 4-state Friday night. Tomorrow, Missouri side kicks off Kansas next week. But holding onto decent weather by kickoff, 76, 70 by the fourth quarter. So really pretty good football weather to kick off the high school football season. For your weekend, 82 Saturday, 84 on Sunday. Nice nights, pop-up shower late on Sunday, but overall I think it looks pretty good. Great shot. Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex looking northeast right through downtown. For the rest of the evening, we kind of hold into the 60s, but overall looks pretty good. As we go down the road, Sunday afternoon, a few hit and miss storms. I think most of Sunday is going to be dry if you're camping, lake, floating, outside, whatever. We're going to be into the mid-80s. Let me take you into Monday. Couple hit and miss thunderstorms on Monday afternoon. It's not going to be widespread, but there are going to be a few guys out there. As we continue into Tuesday, temperatures a little bit cooler as a front drops in, kind of up and down for us next week. So we'll have this front kind of hanging around Wednesday. We're near 80, into the mid 80s. And then Thursday, back into the 70s. So just kind of all over the place for us next week. But overall, it looks pretty good. Let's go 80 on your Friday, 82 Saturday, 84 Sunday, 87 on Monday, back down to 80 on Tuesday. Average high temperature, upper 80s. So we're doing pretty good to wrap up the month of August. And man, September starts Monday.
And I like those nights in the 50s. That's
Comfy.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Very comfy. All right, thanks, Doug. Well, still ahead, Riverton's team first mentality is helping them fill key holes on the field. We'll have the details coming up. Plus, the Titans of Columbus are looking to build off their playoff appearance from a year ago. Those stories and more up after this. CASA employees receive a pleasant surprise, the gift of a storm-proof playhouse. The initial cost made the children's advocates in Joplin believe the project was out of reach. But as KOAM's Lonnie Walton reports, a local church stepped in to make the project a reality.
In the summer, I had approached my boss, Debbie, about getting a playhouse for our backyard.
Erica Freeborn is a CASA employee in Joplin. She had wishes of having a playhouse, but had trouble finding a good deal.
It'd be a little pricey and maybe not exactly what we wanted, and so we approached Brad, who works here as well, and he said he could build us something.
Brad Crane is the advocate supervisor for CASA. He's the one responsible for building this playhouse, but he didn't do it alone.
Kansas City University had their week care day. They sent me 9 volunteers, and they helped me pull it off of my trailer and put the pieces out here, and we got 90% of the frame together.
Now, Crane thought he had enough funding to complete the project, but underestimated it. But things took a turn when he received an unexpected phone call from First Baptist Church in Diamond.
Gave us $1,700, which was like $200 more than I expected this to actually cost.
Now, this congregation had no idea of CASA's situation. Tivis Booth is the pastor.
Didn't round the number or anything. It's definitely a God thing that it worked out, and we were excited that it did.
This playhouse is weatherproof according to Brad, and top-notch security.
Any direction, you should be able to see inside. The inside doesn't have any, the trusses are open, so as long as you're under 7 foot tall, you can stand up inside.
Just is a safe space, even when doing pretend play.
And leaders tell me the playhouse will hopefully bring joy to children for a long time. Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Well, CASA says Jasper County currently has more than 350 children in foster care. They say volunteers are always needed. Well, a little later, Columbus kicks off its 2025 football season. Ryan has a preview of the Titans' title chances.
And we have a holiday weekend right around the corner. We're going to check it out coming up.
The Riverton Rams are coming off back-to-back playoff sectional appearances, and as they enter the 2025 season, there'll be some new faces at different positions. With only 4 seniors on this year's roster, the Rams will rely on their large junior class and underclassmen to fill in key spots. Head coach Danny Weaver says that the program isn't afraid to even have freshmen take the field on Friday nights, and that depth is crucial to a successful team.
At our level in a 2A football, we feel like especially early, the team who's in the best shape and the team who can play more guys on the first Friday night has the best chance to win. So we like to get guys off the field. Sometimes our guys are two-way guys. They're going to play every defensive snap and every offensive snap. So we really start the season looking with what guys can we have that can come in and support us on special teams right now. So you have a chance to play here early if you can be a great special team guy. And I think our guys buy into that. We got guys that have been willing to change positions this year. Coach, I want on the field now.
And that team-first mentality has flourished for Riverton, with multiple skill position players making the move to the offensive line, where the Rams need to fill holes. The coaching staff credits this squad's bond and chemistry for the sacrifices made to better the team.
We got Roland Watkins. He came out, showed up at summer weights, put some weight on. Got Jared Moran. He's my grade, junior. He put some weight on, put some strength. He's ready to go. It definitely shows. The ones that are going hard, and the ones that are slacking, so definitely shows.
For kids to say, you know what, I'm going to do what I can to help everyone else out. And it's a really close-knit bunch of guys, and I think that ties into it. When your kids get along and they believe in each other, they're willing to do whatever it takes to help their buddy. So that philosophy that they've kind of adopted, obviously as a coach, every coach preaches that, man, team first, team first. But until those cats that are out here doing it every day in the heat and getting banged up on Friday nights, until they buy into it, it doesn't work, and they're a family.
Riverton kicks off their 2025 schedule at home against the Lions of Baxter Springs next Friday. Last year, the Columbus Titans returned to the playoffs with a regionals appearance. And just as the season starts in over a week, the Titans are looking to build off of 2024. With sights set on another playoff run this year, Columbus is learning from their mistakes a year ago. The focus going into 2025 is to never be satisfied and continue to work each and every week for something better and something more.
The big thing for us is just to maintain consistency. We had our first winning season in 3 years last year. At the end of last year, the big thing we battled was complacency. After you go through those struggles in the summer, the preseason, going through those struggles, losing ball games, come back to win ball games, and then figuring out what it takes to win, you kind of lose sight of that at times. So this group knows what it takes to win, and they've just got to know that they've got to put in just as much work as every class before them to maintain that success.
All offseason, the Titans have battled the outside noise, with the community thinking they will take a step back this season. However, Columbus has used that noise as motivation for every practice and every rep, getting ready to prove their doubters wrong.
Public perception in Columbus, Kansas is this group's going to take a step back. And they don't want to be a group that takes a step back. That's not how they want to be remembered. And so, again, perception in our community is these guys are going to struggle this year. And I just think that's really what's driving them right now. It's what's driving me as a coach, is to help them have that success and prove people wrong. I honestly lean into it. Tell them, like, hey, these people don't think much of you, and that should motivate you each and every week. And when they think a lot of you, that should motivate you even more to play harder.
We've already been written off the script, so that's been our motivation all summer long, just to keep that back in the mind and just keep on going. Really keeps us motivated just to keep on pushing, just made us stronger, faster.
Columbus opens their season on the road against Independence next Friday, September 5th. Football underway tomorrow, but Pitt State playing right now. Down at halftime, but starting to make a little bit of a comeback. But high school football starts tomorrow. Can't be more excited.
And definitely, they had the right mindset there in Columbus. Prove them wrong. Prove those doubters wrong, that's for sure.
Exactly.
All right, that's it for sports. We're back after this. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The impeachment of Carl Junction Mayor Mike Moss continues this evening. We'll have the latest. Plus, your car gets new protection today. How a new Missouri House bill is turning vehicle break-ins into felonies. And how back-to-school germs can worsen your child's asthma symptoms. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Well, it looks like the holiday weekend is going to be shaping up pretty good. Friday, we are going to have some patchy fog in the morning, so watch out for that if you're going to be on the roadways. Deer are starting to get moving here soon. 82 on Saturday, 84 on Sunday. A very slight chance we could get an afternoon thunderstorm, and then Labor Day itself, 87.
All right, well, football season is officially underway for Gorilla fans. Here's a live look from inside the pit in Pittsburgh, where fans are packed in to cheer on the Gorillas as the team heads into their season opener against Ferris State in Michigan. Tonight's watch party kicked off at 5 with food and drink specials, adding to the excitement. There's not a lot of excitement right now, though, because
they are trailing at half. They're down 20 to 10.
Halftime.
They were down 20 to 3, so they're starting to make a comeback. Defense got to stop before the end of the half, so we'll see. But they got to get a stop coming out of half and get some scores.
Yes, we just missed we did get a touchdown though, so
got a touchdown. Offense maybe starting to find a rhythm a little bit, but they need to do more.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. We will see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.